Believe in the integrity of the game anymore. That's a bold statement to say from a sports writer. Can Goodell, you think, continue on as being the commissioner?
Well, I say that as a sports fan, and no, I don't. We've had concussions, we've had domestic abuse, we've had questionable calls in key situations, and now we have cheating. Somebody cheated. It's not the first time we've had cheating.
Can
I'm
he
a big
say anything
fan.
I know, you're right. Can he say anything tomorrow that'll reassure you? That'll change your mind?
Something before the Super Bowl. So we've got to go into this game, the biggest game, with a cloud over it and with questions. And as a fan, I think I deserve a little bit more than that. Otherwise, don't talk to me about the sanctity of the game.
What do you want to hear from Roger Goodell tomorrow?
I think the most important thing is, 2 years ago, he actually addressed everybody, and he came out and Roger Goodell said, hey, look, the biggest risk to the league right now is complacency. Now, 2 years later, how about the complacency that they just went through in all the decisions that they never ever made any kind of decisions on? So I think because of that, I want to hear how the progress is going so far in this whole awareness, domestic violence. How are they going to move forward from here? And what are going to be the disciplinary actions, and can they get together with the NFLPA?
This is how serious it is. You actually wrote a column, Roxanne, for CNN.com.
Correct.
And you got death threats because you said you didn't believe the Patriots should be playing on Sunday.
That's right.
Right? And why is this? And you said this is no time for stalled investigations. Why is
Just
that?
exactly what he just said. Because we're on a precipice. NFL fans have been taken through the mud, I think. The sport is in trouble on many different fronts. And I think that we deserve quick decision-making. In this case, he didn't have to come to a conclusion, Goodell, but he should have said something. Instead, we heard from Belichick with some scientists. We heard from, Brady, I don't know what happened. And it turned into a big circus, and I expect more than that from the NFL.
Rachel, is Goodell feeling the pressure? Is there any sign or indication that he may be feeling the pressure, or is he just sort of, blowing it off or rubbing it off his shoulder?
Don, there's 32 people that Roger Goodell has to answer to, and none of them are talking on this panel right now. The owners of the NFL are pretty happy with Roger Goodell. This is a $9 billion business, and if you want to know how happy they are with him, his last reported salary for a year was $44 million. Now, I know that's not as much as your salary, but that lets you know where they place their values. He has made them a tremendous amount of money, and the Super Bowl this weekend is expected to be the highest-rated television program of all time. You can charge $4.5 million for 30 seconds of commercials. That man's keeping his job.
Yeah, I think it was like 25 or 28 out of the top 30 television shows were all sports, all NFL-related shows. Pete, I have to ask you about Marshawn Lynch. Is he just acting here? Is this just his brand?
I think if he is, he's doing an unbelievable job because the promotion for his brand. This is all about beast mode, the brand. And when you look at what he's been able to do just this week, he doesn't mind having to pay fines. He might have to pay some fines. We don't even know if he's going to yet because he's showing up. He's there. He's doing what he's asked to do. But look at how much brand exposure he's getting. What's that worth to him?
I'm actually really surprised at how passionate people are about Marshawn Lynch. There are many people who say he gets paid, that's part of his contract, he needs to speak, and others say they don't pay him to speak. I happen to be on the side that they don't really pay him to speak. They pay him to play good football.
Right,
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Rachel, this is very important. It has everything to do with the game and the outcome. We heard from Katy Perry today.
I know. This is a big moment for you, Don, I realize. And I do have to say, she won the press conference over by starting, much like you guys in the studio, saying, I'm just here so I don't get fined. She also promised America that nothing about her halftime performance would be deflated. So that's important to know as well, that, look, the New England Patriots or the NFL may be letting you down, America, but Katy Perry will not. So, Don, you can rest easy tonight.
Was that like an NFL bustier, that like a football bustier?
We don't want to know.
It looked a little bit, right?
It looked deflated
Thank
to me.
you, guys. Oh, my gosh. All righty. Dangerous territory.